OpenKM software. Manage digital content, simplify workloads, and yield high efficiency.
We perform the same upload in the Capture Center, and we will see right away that we have a pop-up notifying us we have a new workflow task. We can also note that the document is not in the Capture Center folder because OpenKM automatically created the appropriate structure and moved the document. We can now see the October 3rd folder structure and find our new document inside of it. And when we select the document, we can navigate to the Workflow tab to see the workflow that has been started for this document. From here, we can select the magnifying glass icon to see the history of the workflow, which shows us the full traceability of all steps. The graph icon shows us the map of our workflow. With this, we can see that we have passed the start state and have entered the first step to determine whether it is confidential or not. At this point, we now need to go to the workflow section of our dashboard to see the assigned task. When we select the task, we will see that as the Capture Center user, we have two steps. First is to select the user that we will assign this to, and the second is to select whether the document is confidential or non-confidential. For the sake of this example, a confidential document is a paper document sealed in an envelope that requires an employee with the correct clearance to open it. Therefore, for a confidential document, the employee that opened the envelope will at that point be able to decide what to do for the assignment and digitalization. If the document is not confidential, the Capture Center user can view it and then determine who should proceed with the next step. At this point, I would like to take a second to step aside and stress that this workflow is built for demonstration purposes, meaning that when implementing the solution for any organization, like any business process manager, the system will be adapted to the business. So back to the demonstration. The Capture Center operator has assigned this document, so now it is no longer in the workflow area for this user. So now we will log off and log in as a tech manager who was assigned this document. So now we log in as the technology manager, and once again we will see the pop-up on the bottom right letting us know we have a new workflow task. In this step of the demonstration workflow, the technology manager must now review this document to see whether a response is required or not. If the document does not require a response, for example a notice, at this point it would proceed to be archived. For the sake of this example, in order to see the full workflow, we'll go ahead and indicate that this document does indeed require a response. At this point, the technology manager will receive the next step of the workflow immediately, where we need to choose who is responsible for the response and the deadline for it, with the date selection here. For this example, we're saying the Secretary of Technology must respond by tomorrow. We will accept, and then we will log out as the technology manager and log in as the Secretary of Technology. In this step, we have the ability to request a legal, financial, or both legal and financial reviews before proceeding to the next step. For more information, don't hesitate to contact us at openkm.us, Facebook, or Twitter.